Rosie, I've got a beautiful piece of blue eye here, and I've got it from my fishmonger. It is going to be delicious. What I'm going to do is prepare this and then crumb it with some pistachio and some macadamia nut. It will be a very delicious dish.
Yummy.
And we should be eating more fish, shouldn't we?
We should be. We should be switching, you know, some of those red meat dishes that we have for fish sometimes a little bit as well.
Now, this is the thing that I like to do. When I'm crumbing fish, I always take the bone out of it. So I ran my knife on either side of the bones to take the bloodline out of it. This is how you skin the fish or take the skin off. You can see it's got the skin on the underside there. I just grab the tip of the knife down at the tail end, grab hold of the actual skin and wiggle the skin. See, I hold the knife just in the one spot. And if you're using a good sharp knife, which is really important, the skin will come off nice and easily like that. And just in case you missed it the first time, Rosie, I'm going to do it again with this fillet here, just under there like that, and then give it a bit of a wiggle like that. And then, of course, that fish trim like that, I just give it to the cat. Oh, there we go. The cat loves it. There we go. Now, the fillet here, I'm going to cut it on an angle because I want long, thinnish pieces. So when I shallow fry it, it actually cooks fairly quickly. We call these goujons, these pieces. Now, these are lovely pieces that I'll cut all the way through. And it's as simple as that. You've got these beautiful goujons. Now, I like to spread them out like this because I'm going to season them up. While I'm doing this, Rosie, I've got a bowl. I want you to crack 4 eggs straight into there, a little bit of milk from the top there, and then whisk it around, a little pinch of salt in there because we want it to taste good. Now, the salt has to go on the fish because fish is the meat of the sea, and meat loves salt, salt loves meat, and fish loves salt, and salt loves fish.
You're getting very deep.
I do. Very deep. There we go. And some pepper goes on there as well because we want it to taste nice. And a little trick is I just sort of move it around on the board here like this, and it picks up all those bits of salt. Now, get in there, get cracking, Rosie.
It's a very protein-rich dish. You've got lovely lean sources of protein, omega-3 for our brains too. Great.
There we go. Lots of protein. We like that. I'll pop that over there. Some flour goes here, and some salt goes into the flour because we need to make sure everything's nice and tasty. Spread that around like that. Now, this is the trick. You take the fish, pop it into the plate, remove the board, so we get that out of the way. The trick is to dust the fish in flour because that'll make everything stick to it. If you don't do that, all the crumb will fall off it. To make the breadcrumbs are quite simple. Fresh breadcrumbs here and some pistachio nuts in there as well.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? They make the crust look lovely.
They will give it a great colour, and macadamia nuts as well. Just need to mix that together with your hands nice and gently. You can see the fresh breadcrumbs and the nuts going all the way through there. Pop this over here like this, Rosie. And the trick with this is to grab that fish there like that into the actual egg mixture like that. And you can see that the egg sticks to the outside of it. And then from there, give it a bit of a wiggle like that, and then into the flour and the nuts like that. And then you pick up the little piece like this, give it a bit of a shake so all those excess crumbs and nuts go off the outside. And I've got my oil over here at the perfect temperature, and I want it to cook nicely. The trick with it is to pop a few crumbs in it. You can see those crumbs are bubbling away, so I know it's the right temperature. In goes the fish. And the trick is to pop it in there like that and just drop it away from you. And that way you won't splash yourself. We'll get this in here, get this frying, we'll crumb the rest of these, and while this is cooking, we're going to make a great little dressing to go with it. I can't wait for this one. Turning these last batch over. Great colour on them, isn't it?
Like gourmet fish fingers, really, aren't they?
Exactly, exactly. I'll just turn that over. That won't take long at all. And you can just smell the olive oil, which is fantastic. Now, dressing, we need to put some lemon and some lime into that. I want you to whiz it around. I'm going to show you what I do with the garlic. Normally, I would microplane it and put in the dressing, but you can get a lot of really strong garlic flavours. So the trick with this one, or a little tip, is to get some big slices like this, pop them into the actual dressing. And infuse it. And, you know, if a big chunk of garlic comes out of there, well, maybe you can chew it if you want, but you get the garlic flavour without all that
I think that's the win when you get the big garlic.
Exactly. A pinch of salt goes into the little jug there because we need to make it taste nice. Some pepper as well into the jug because we want a lovely dressing. And some extra virgin olive oil. You can't have a great dressing without extra virgin olive oil. 100%. I'm going to pour this in here. And when you're ready, if you can pour that citrus in there, the olive oil...
You gave me the hard job.
And the citrus together, there we go, going at the same time. This will be a great little dressing. And the trick with this dressing, you can put it in a little jar or pop it into the fridge and it will stay nice and fresh. That's plenty there. Now I've got a couple of last pieces of fish coming out of the pan. You can see they've got great colour on it and the smell. I've got a bit of paper towel there that I'm just using it to drain on. Paper towel or wire rack is also good to drain the fish or anything you shallow fry. And some salt on there because we need plenty of salt to make it tasty. Rosie, just slide over here. We're going to get this plate in here. A lemon wedge to make it tasty. I just put that like that. Over there like that, a couple of pieces of fish. And this is great for serving fish to a lot of people. Pop the fish on the side there, and then of course some dressing on the salad. I'm just gonna use my hand. Look at that. When you put the dressing on there, and we'll keep that garlic clove in there, it makes it look nice and fluffy. And I always season up my lettuce as well. And the best way to mix the salad is with your fingers. Nice and gently, because the lettuce is really, really soft and you don't want to break it up. Onto the side of the plate like that. Slide that out of the way. Push that forward. Now I'm going to have a taste of this, Rosie.
That is restaurant style.
It is.
Isn't it? That is restaurant style.
You can see the outside,
perfect.
it's really moist. And that's why we crumb fish. The reason is that we create a crust around the outside so that when we cook the fish, it actually steams on the inside and stays nice and moist and shiny and delicious.
Dreamy.
That is beautiful. Really nice tasting fish. And the macadamia nut and the pistachio have come out. You can taste that, really nutty as well, crunchy.
Beautiful way to use nuts.
You have the salad, I'll have the fish.
All right.
We're done.